What is a Rastaman really? A Rastaman is a man who speaks the truth. A Rastaman is a follower of the Creator. See? The prefix Ras means head. The suffix Tafari means creator. When you put them together, it's the head creator. We are the followers of the head creator, who is the Trinity. Haile Selassie is the Trinity. The word Haile means power and Selassie means Trinity. He is the power of the Trinity. See? And he was and he is and he will forever be. See? So we are the followers of him who is the head Rastafari. The prefix Ras means head. See? That means without your head, then what are you? See?
You started with Bob Marley. People in the press here say that you are now number one, he's number two. Do you feel competitive with him at all?
No, I am not. I am not here to be competitive. And the music, my father's music, is not for competition. Because if you go inside the Garden of Eden, there are many beautiful flowers. Each of them has a different color, and each of them is a different species, but they does not compete. See? So music should never compete because it comes from the same divine mind.
Well, it's about the same time that the same people became conscious of the Rasta man too, because it is his music, and he's the one who was spiritually and musically designed to play this music. No one else couldn't have played this music. See, it's only when the Rasta man come as a reincarnated soul in this time. He was reincarnated to play this music.
So it was bound to happen.
Yes,
it's destiny.
Yeah, man. So nothing could have stopped this.
Do you see yourself as a prophet?
I only see myself as a preacher, a messenger. And I see the music with the greatest musical potential that music ever had in the Western Hemisphere. See? But then again, within the shitstem, I see so much discrimination and political victimization against the music. Because as you know, and as many other people know, that reggae has been here for a good time enough for it to be exposed, to be known, to be heard, and to be loved by people who love dirt. See? Because I hear people dance to all kind of dead music. Music that comes today and die tomorrow. See? And they elevate and they praise and they promote and they love those kind of music. But the music that has the spiritual, medicinal upliftment, they don't like to promote it because it is branded political within the shitstem. But the people knows the potential of the music, or else 40,000 people would not stand up to see or to hear this music.
Well, the herb is like you live in Babylon, you see everyone smokes cigarette. 9 out of 10 people smoke cigarette. And although 9 out of 10 people smoke cigarette, it is destructive to the human body. And because I know that to every creation there is an imitation. Herb is creation, cigarette is imitation. See, if there is something to be smoked, it is herb. Because herb was created scientifically, spiritually for the use of man by the Creator. See, then the devil came and said, it is you and I, and he invented cigarette. So he can have the people on this death trip.
Yeah, cancer.
See?
Are you ever afraid, Peter?
Well, in times gone by, because fear is what creates. Fear is what they call afraid.
What they call afraid?
Fear
Is, yeah.
is what makes you afraid when you're in fear. But when you're in fear is when you're not in communication with the Almighty. I don't live up to the divine principles of the Almighty. See? So that creates fear, because the conscience is always there. And the eyes and the hands has registered everything that you have done. See? So when what you have done is negative to the internal, or to the what you would call the conscience, then it creates fear. Even though you may not project that fear on the external, you may not do that just to prove your masculinity. See? But then again, there is fear inside, because when one knows of his fear is when he's alone. See? When you're among people, it is not shown.
What do you like when you're alone, Peter?
When I'm alone,
I can sometimes, it's incredible to describe what am I like. If you should sneak in on me invisibly when I'm alone, you will find the reason in myself and you would wonder who and I is there. Yeah man, I reason with the inner spirits.
You do it a lot with your guitar, don't you?
Yeah man.
And let it channel right through.
True.
You tune in.
Yes, every time.
Why is reggae being held back? Why is there such a worldwide, it seems almost like a conspiracy to keep reggae from getting through these days?
It is not, it seems like it's a conspiracy. It is a conspiracy. See? It's a paid conspiracy too.
A paid one? Paid by who?
Paid conspiracy by the ministers of propaganda and public mischief and the ministers of definition of character. See? And the ministers of propaganda is those who try to show you that Emperor Haile Selassie, who is our king of kings, is dead. See? And this was the first biggest propaganda they did in this dispensation of time. But prophecy showed that in this dispensation of time, man would have said that our creator is dead. But then if that did not happen, then who would come to the conclusion that he is the Almighty? See? So because it is his divine inspiration that gives us this music, see, that means anything that is orientated from his divine inspiration, in this Christian democratic world, they will try to eliminate.
And I want to learn this. It is I and the Rasta man who has been humiliated for the use of herb for all these ages. Once upon a time when I first came to this planet Earth, I was told and taught and brainwashed that herb, otherwise known as ganja, is the most dangerous drugs and poison. And I was taught to be afraid of it. And it's a good thing I am in permanent link with Jah. Who I say, Jah, I don't take influences from men. It is thy duty to show I what is right and what is wrong. Oh, I don't stop on a BioPics nice. And don't take this thing here for joke. And go on like another pan coke. Or no just don't eat a whole piece of pork. Nobody let me on that. Because you know what's happening? The sheep, all sheep of the fold, has scattered themselves. And everyone is suffering from this great thing called ego. Everybody is busy involved in his self. The respect of humanity has been lost. See? No man respects his fellow man again. Every man love a pocket of a big bungalow money in his back pocket. Yes. Every man love material things more than his brother. But learn this. You see, if you don't learn to be your brother's keeper, tell them, my brother, the hardest BioPics way to, and it's no joke business. When I talk, you know, men are being offended. See, but as I tell you, I have the permanent link with Jah, the man who make that sunball shine. These things don't happen in 400 years. Sunrise with iron stage.
How far, really, does reggae go back? I mean, how many years, when did it start, and where?
Well, reggae is an ancient music, traditionally from thousands of years back. But, you know, according to exploitation and victimization and incrimination and humiliation and obligation and degradation causes man to lose roots of many things. And he even lost his music. But according to Jah made so many promises. He said, seek and ye shall find. And men have seeked and have found what was logically theirs and have identified it and has manifested it to the people in this time. Because the youths of today were the generations of yesterday, reincarnated in this time, living on heat, air and water from that time.
And those are they that are here to manifest that music from down in Jamaica.
Well, the Rastaman's philosophy is the same philosophy as we used to read about in the good Bible. Daniel, you read about David, you read about Isaiah, you read on all those people. But all those things are just fantasy painting of I and I's reality. It was I from the beginning who was the follower of Christ, and it is I reincarnated in this time to be the same follower of Christ, see? But because I and I culture was taken away, 7 or what you would call 21,000 miles away from Africa and taken to Jamaica. Taken out of I, see? The time when I was taken away, just said, this time I shall not write on no more, but upon your hearts, so that in this time we shall teach the nation, and these are the days that is the manifestation of. So the round of the sun, it is just the man who lives the life of Christ, see, don't intend to subordinate to colonialism and slavery and victimizations and all those shit stem that tend to incriminate and discriminate man, because that is totally illegal and what you would call unconstitutional. I don't even like to talk English because it always like to get my tongue complicated, see. English is not my tongue, and still I still can't talk English. I don't like English because there's something else trying to come out. But true, because of education. See, it's just a thing going on still, you know, which we will soon come over.
Reggae music, it comes from the heart. If you listen to the beat of the drum, it's a heartbeat music, and everyone has a heart irrespective of what it's made out of. See? So anytime you hear reggae music, you got to respond to it irrespective of what society want to do or to define the characters of reggae, because those are things that reggae go through. That's why reggae doesn't reach where it's supposed to reach from such time.
You say in the prophecy, Peter, that only certain men will be here to play this music. How do you feel when Eric Clapton has a #1 massive hit with a Marley song?
Well, I feel good, man.
You feel good, yeah?
Because prophecy did say again that the highest themselves shall establish our name. See? And just say, singers and players of instruments shall be there, all my springs are in thee. So we are they that are here to manifest that music in this time. And Eric Clapton are those that are the high ones who are there to manifest that form of prophecy.
You used to feel it. So it's so the music used to reach grass. And them come make it over and call it blues.
They won't accept the root of many things or anything, but they will accept the leaves and the branches. See? And that's how the music has been going for all these years. And because the ministers of the shitstem, that whose duty to see that there is no form of African upliftment in this country, are still there doing their works the same way. And they know how effective reggae music is in accomplishing a certain amount of upliftment within a community.
Talking about legalize it. The time has just come. Don't feel no way. And don't feel like this 1914 business can work forever. In Ethiopia, where I originated, where culture originated, herb is a part of my culture. Smoking herb is a sacrament, not a sacrilege. Not smoking herb is violating my own constitutional rights. And to be humiliated, aggravated, and brutalized for the smoke of herb is totally degrading in this 20th century. And I, you see, standing here, have all right to talk. And you know why I can talk? Because I suffered the tribulation and accusation for the smoke of herb. But the sun shall not smite I by day, nor the moon by night, nor the pestilence that lurks in dark places, nor destruction that wasteth at noonday. For I delight is in the laws of Jah, who created Zion and earth. Years we've been living this illusion of Jesus die and go to heaven. That don't exist. Places in Africa, if you tell people about dead, they laugh at you. Only in the Western Hemisphere people commit suicide and genocide and homicide and all kind of side. I don't know who for side no left.
I have been on a research. Music is psychology, see? And if the music does not penetrate the heart, the soul, and the mind, and the body, then you ain't gonna feel it. Because reggae music is not something that you hear, it's something you feel. See? And if you don't feel it, you can't know it. See? It is a spiritual music with spiritual ingredients for spiritual purposes. See?
Where exactly is the roots coming from?
Well, the roots comes from Africa, which all roots coming from. And it's a spiritual motivation of inspiration through divine lines of Jah Rastafari, see, who is the creator, who was and will forever be. See?
How old is this Back to Africa movement?
Ever since black people became conscious of their culture and their roots. And that was a couple 100 years ago, even in the days of slavery. But because slavery was forced, people were afraid to speak.
And one of the main things that's happening in this time now is that the music has transcended every boundary that was put up. You know, like people used to say that you can't do this with it and you can't do that with it, and it is boring, it's repetitious and all those things. But right now the music reaches a stage that everyone has to accept that it's an unlimited music like any other music. The only difference is probably in where the beat falls, but it's just another musical form that grow from inspiration.
But remember,
you know
remember Touch show him already, you know, like, as well as I don't know that. If the heart stops beating,
if the heart stops beating, the music never function.
You say in one of your songs, in the song Burial?
Yeah.
I can't quote exactly. You say, don't waste my time, I'm a living man.
Yeah, I've got work to do.
Yeah. What is the work that you have to do, Peter? What is it for all of us, really, you know?
Well, it's to wake up the slumbering mentality of people and bring them closer to reality. Stop thinking of imagination, you see, and come to reality, because the whole world is gazing in fantasy. Things that doesn't exist, that seems to exist, but doesn't. And the things that exist seems that it doesn't. See? So we have to come to, you know, the whole earth, we have to come to one conclusion. Or if not, it's going to be pure complication. See? And that's what the earth is in now. And it's going to be more. Because, you see, fools laugh at their own calamity. When the prophets speak, fools laugh and say, "Chow, and smoke ganja, madman, and drink rum and them things." They underestimates the prophet's ability. See? And when the time of manifestation of prophecy come around, now you hear them bawl out, "Lord Jesus, have mercy." But Jesus won't have no mercy, because Jesus will need some rap say too. And Psalm 16, tell you I must give name in all the right. Jah.
Jah.
See?
God.
But the half, no, not God. Jah is different from God.
Tell me, what is the difference?
See? Jah, God is a title given to even my pipe. My father is higher than material looks. See? Jah is sovereignic. See? Highly recognized with, the full potential of recognition. See? And when you talk about God, we're talking about a different thing. The earth go to church and pray to God. I and I commune together with meditation of oneness to Jah.
Music is not intellectual music, you know. There's a lot of things Americans are going to have to learn to deal with. This music can be penetrated and understood and grasped fully on the intellectual plane. The soul is higher than the intellect. Intellect is very shallow. When people shed them vanity and come down to earth, they will feel closer to reggae, because reggae is hard.
Godly music.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not intellectual music. We're not into going way out into space and seeing how far can I get into Scientology and all of that. Just basic, simple. Wisdom is found in the simplest of places. Reggae is going to those places, simple.
Yeah, man, bless up and do subscribe, like, comment. Your feedback is important, all right? Look forward to more as we dive into, more on the legendary Peter Tosh, as we need to spread information about these artists, because if not, the propaganda and wicked people in the media will write them out of history. So we have to keep the fire burning and keep the legends alive as we are ourselves. Step up to that level. Respect and love. Anna, big up.